People ask me what I'm about to do with my life. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. How about that? My loves, Send Out here coming at you with another video, and in this video we are gonna get deep. I'm talking like real deep. Okay, one question that I'm always asked on a regular basis, let me just say I killed two birds with one stone, recording a whole bunch of videos in one day. So you guys saw this shirt in the video where I had that wig on. I'll leave it up here in the cards as well as in the description box below, so you guys make sure you go check that out as soon as you get done here watching this video. I really want to, now that I'm retired, I really want to show you guys different parts of me, because I'm so much more than hair. Even though I'm still going to be recording hair videos in this up and coming week, you're going to get at least 4 or 5 hair videos from me, you guys, but I still want to begin to help you guys cultivate yourselves on a professional level as well as on an emotional and spiritual level, you guys. So let's get into it. Manifestation 101 and how you can walk into what you know is already yours. Okay, so let's get into it. My passion was and still is you know, hair and making women feel beautiful on the outside, but lately, you guys, it is completely translated into not only making women feel beautiful on the outside, but helping you create a even more beautiful internal picture of yourselves, because I go live a lot, especially on days where I can't record. And this one day in particular, I ended up having this one viewer, and she made a comment and she asked, like, what would you do, what would you tell somebody who's at their bottom, who's like at the lowest of their low? What would you tell that person? And I can't even remember exactly, I can't even remember exactly what I said to her, but this is the email that I received from her, and I'm not going to include her name or any of her information to keep it completely private and confidential. However, oh my god, what a great start for this video. So here we go. The message says, "Hi Sin, I've been a subscriber to you for a while now, mainly because your videos are so detailed and I can feel the passion when you talk about hair. You do an amazing job and you never disappoint, and I know this isn't a booking email, but I just had to reach out to you and say that you had a live video speaking on never giving up, and I was in that chat and I asked for some advice. My question was, when you're at your lowest of lows and don't know where to go in life, what advice would you give?" Before the video got tuned off, you said something that really struck a light in me. When you talk about new wine, not going into old bottles, and about losing family and friends. Honestly, it brought me into tears because I have lost so much. I'm 24 and lost friends and family all in 1 year and ended up homeless, which I am still homeless right now. Not knowing where I'm going to lay my head or how I'm going to provide for me and my daughter is taking a toll on me. When I came to you in the comment section, I was broken, but you said, when I came to you in the comment section, I was broken, but what you said inspired some hope in me to keep going. I love and enjoy your videos. Being alone and having my daughter taken away from me because I couldn't provide just broke me. Being homeless and having no one felt so dark until you made it seem like this isn't my end, and I want to thank you for the advice. Thank you for being beautiful inside and out in spirit. Although I'm homeless, I know this cannot be my end. Thank you, Sam, for your videos and your advice." Like, I know this is the thing, like, I love doing hair, do not get me wrong. That is something that I will always do here on this channel. However, there are so many women that are broken. There are so many people that like hide, they struggle in the dark because they don't have anybody that they can go and talk to. And not only do you not have anybody that you can talk to, you feel like there is something on the outside of you that you have to wait for it to come down and get you out of the place that you are at right now. And that is not the case, baby girl. Let me tell you how. Okay, we're gonna get into some stuff, because this is the thing. Everybody heard about the law of attraction, manifestation, and all of that stuff. Yes, it's complicated, but and you know, that's what everybody makes it sound like, but it's really not that complicated. It is very easy. How could being who you are be complicated? What's complicated is the fact that you don't see yourself as who you really are. You don't see yourself as a direct manifestation of God on earth. You don't see yourself like that. You see yourself as somebody who has to lower themselves and be a person that has to walk around with their hand out to receive the things that they need to be successful. And that is not the case. Let me teach you how to do it. Number one, if you really want something, understand first who you are. You are a direct manifestation of God living on this planet, and the earth and the universe is under commandment by God to move at your will. Do you want me to prove it to you? If you even look up the story of creation in the Bible, you named the animals, you did everything. This earth is under commandment to do what you say. If you want to go deeper into that, let me know in the comments below and we will go there, but we ain't going deep into that part, okay? So with that being said, when you want something, you have to be specific. You have to be very specific about what you want. So if you're like, okay, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. Okay, how do you want to be rich? How do you want to be a millionaire? Because this is the thing. When you first thing don't know exactly how much money you want, and you don't know, you don't have a game plan and sitting down and being realistic and thinking about what you can do to make it happen, then you not only confuse the universe and the earth, the planet, and everybody that's under commandment by God to do what you said, you make it so it can come in any way. So that money could come from you getting into a horrible car accident and losing mobility, or you know, anything. It could come in a whole lot of different ways. So be specific about what you want when you be specific about what you want and make it plain, and stop asking God for things from a place of like, oh my God, like hopefully I get this, hopefully I get that. It's like, no, this is exactly what I want. Okay, so after you set your intention and after you know exactly what you want and you've made it plain, number two, you need to put yourself in position. Put yourself in position to get what you want, because understand that you are co-creating your life with God. Putting yourself in position could simply mean, okay, I want to be like, for me, I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. I'll be 29 this year. I am way more than halfway there, okay? But when I knew that that was my intention, I said, okay, what can I do? What can make me $1 million? How much money do I need to be making every month? Get to $1 million, I need to be making a minimum of $100,000 a month. Right? Very unrealistic to a person that does not know who they are. But to a person who knows exactly who they are, that is not that unattainable. It's really not. It's not that hard. It's really not. It's a numbers game. Look at it as a game and stop looking at things so serious. If this earth is under commandment to move at your own will, why create from a place of lack? Why not create from a place of fun? Like, ooh, okay, because it's fun for me. I'm like, okay, if I want to be a millionaire, I gotta make $100,000 a month. So I'm like, okay, cool. What do I have to do to put myself in position to make $100,000 a month? Which leads me to number three. Watch the company that you keep. It is so very important for you to understand that not everybody can go with you to that place that you want to go, to that thing that you've been asking God to give you. Everybody cannot go with you. One of the scriptures that they took out of the Bible, they were praying and they were asking God for things, and God said, you know, I'm not going to quote it all 100%. I may put it somewhere right here, but it was something in the sense of like, pray and then surround yourself with your answer, right? So if you praying to be a millionaire, you praying to have a you're praying to have a fully booked clientele, you're writing your intentions to be this super happy and successful person. Well, guess what, baby girl, you should probably stop hanging around people who are not happy. You should probably stop hanging around people who are always complaining about something in their life. And I'm not saying that those circumstances are theirs, but listen, you need to pray for what you want and surround yourself with your answer. Watch the company that you keep. Watch the people that you're talking to. Watch the amount of things that you allow people to unload on you. Watch the company that you keep. Okay? Number 4, love yourself. I know it sounds so cliche, but loving yourself means so much more than what you normally think. Love yourself is like, oh my God, I love sparkly things and I'm so pretty. Yes, that's one portion of it. But when you love yourself, I feel like Will Smith said it best. Like when you love yourself so much that you don't allow yourself to do certain things. So that goes in so many different areas of your life. If you love yourself, you're not going to let yourself be in this relationship where you're constantly arguing and going back and forth. And no matter what you do, no matter how many times y'all talk and meet with people and get a third party involved, no matter what you do, you cannot get your girl or your dude or whatever. You cannot get them to act right. Watch the company that you keep. As bad as it may hurt to separate yourself from certain people, like, it is what it is, because you are responsible for the place that you are at in life. So if you are putting yourself around and in those type of environments, then do you really love yourself? Love yourself so much that you don't allow yourself to be treated any type of way by anybody. So now that body that you live in, take care of it. A lot of us are like, oh my God, I want to do, how did you do this? Or how did you do this? Listen, drastic times, baby, call for drastic measures. So yes, you may have to go vegan for a minute. You may have to go vegetarian for a minute. You may have to go pescatarian. You never know. Take care of your body. Start to study your body and figure out exactly what you need to do to be successful in your life. Okay, I want my body to look like this. Well, guess what, baby girl? You may not be able to have a double cheeseburger with mac sauce, okay? And bacon, okay? Okay? Girl, you're gonna have to drastic times call for drastic measures. And lastly, invest in yourself. Okay, if you have a business or if you have a craft that you're like partaking in and you want to be successful and you want to win, guess what? You're gonna have to invest in yourself. You're gonna have to invest in some business. You're gonna have to invest in marketing your brand. I have people contact me all the time like, hey Sin, can you put my product on your channel, or can you put this on your channel? And then they'll want to send it to me for free, and they want me to post their business on my channel and make them a whole lot of money for free. It doesn't work that way. If you want things to come back to you, you have to make it a repetitive thing. You have to make it a cycle. And by making it a cycle, you have to put money in and it comes back around to you. One of my favorite affirmations is, money is like a river. Every time something goes out, it comes right back to me tripled. That is my favorite affirmation. And if you say that and you really, really mean it repetitively, oh my God, like it really, really works. But you have to invest in yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself spiritually, emotionally, financially, everything. Really, really take the time to make sure that you are loving yourself in every way. Number 5, be serious. When I say be serious, I mean, for example, whenever I was in the industry, when I first started out, I was following the crowd. I was following my industry and what they did. But what's crazy, the polarity of the hair industry is so crazy because everything is just alike, right? Everybody's doing the same thing, but everybody is so different. So the biggest mistake that I made was trying to rationalize being just like everybody else when I knew that I had a gift that nobody else had. But if I know exactly who I am and I've already completed steps 1 through 4, then I know how to set my intentions and I know how to make them plain. Because when I'm getting my business together, the very first thing that I need to do is decide how I want to be. What type of business owner do I want to be? So in the industry, when I look around and I see hairstylists that are triple double booking and their clients are in there all freaking day, and you know, they're doing 5 or 6 people at one time, and I told myself I don't want to be that type of hairstylist. Okay, so what do I have to do not to be that type of hairstylist? Online booking. Online booking made it so that I have complete and total control over my business, and it made it so my business did not have control over me, because contrary to popular opinion, hairstylists do not wake up thinking about hair and go to sleep thinking about hair. We still have lives too. So if I wanted to make my business a business and make it so where I had control over when and how people contacted me, then I needed an online booking system. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you want to have control, you have to take control, baby. It's not, nobody's just gonna give it to you. And once you set your rules and you set your intention, you don't make people following your rules optional. People had a problem with it, but I can definitely talk about it now since I'm out of that portion of the hair industry. People being on time for their appointments was not optional. I have a 5-minute grace period, and these are rules that I put forth before anybody ever books an appointment, before they pay the deposit, anything. They read through my policy and procedure, which was very long, okay? And they will read through my policy and procedure, and then for them to book an appointment, they had to click a button that says, I agree and I understand SIN's policy and procedure. Then it was the second button that people had to click that said, I also understand that if I fail to comply with SIN's policy and procedure, my appointment will be canceled and the deposit is non-refundable and non-transferable, okay? So even with that video of the girl sitting there crying because she was almost an hour late, whatever, she paid a deposit, went through all of that stuff, but still, even though I got a lot of grief about it, treating me, following my policy and procedure was never optional for my clients. Never. Almost to number 7. Number 6, stop hating. And this is probably the most controversial thing, because everybody like, oh, I ain't hating, I ain't being a hater. No, baby. No. Like, no. A lot of y'all, no. Because a lot of times you be being a hater and you don't even realize that you being a hater. But if you hear me out, open your mind up a little bit. Stop being, you know, all emotional and all extra and hear me out. Well, I think that's stupid. That she retiring, that's dumb. Like, how you just gonna, people, they get money and think that they better than everybody. Let me tell you what happens to you when you hate on people. The people, just like the people that are in my comment section here on YouTube, when trolls and grandchildren, like I like to call them, come on my YouTube channel, listen, the reason that I don't get mad, I'm not being like, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying that you are only hurting yourself when you say something nasty to me for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, what God has for me is for me, and there's not a negative entity walking this earth that can keep me from it. Okay, I know that for a fact. And the second thing is this: hating on me hurts you more than it hurts me. You hating on somebody else that got money, or somebody else that is living their best, whatever. You hating on somebody else's provision only hurts you. And let me explain. Like I told you earlier, the earth is under commandment by God to move at your will. Move based on the contents of your heart, because that's what the universe is in the earth reads. Or heart. You can say whatever you want to say out of your mouth, but it's about what's really in your heart. See a hairstylist or a makeup artist, and she quit her job and she decides, I'm not talking about myself, okay? She quit her job as a hairstylist or as a makeup artist, and she went full-time on YouTube. A year later, she has millions of subscribers. She's a millionaire now. She just bought a brand new house, right? Like, she has all of these amazing things happening in her life. And one day, you and your friends, or you and yourself, sitting around, you know, hating, and you like, oh my God, look at her, why she being all flashy with that car? Or, it don't even take all that. Why she got on red bottoms like that? That is so dumb. I'm not spending all that money on shoes. Why would she buy that expensive car? Oh my God, they just be trying to be flashy. You do that whenever you turn your nose up at provision. What you are really doing is telling the universe that is under commandment to bring you whatever you want, that type of provision is bad. It's telling the universe, like, okay, I don't want that. That's bad. The universe is like, okay, she don't want provision. She don't want millions of dollars because she thinks that that's bad. That's bad. That's dumb, but she thinks it's bad, so we're not gonna bring it to her. And then you'll notice that you get like negative thing after negative thing after negative thing that happens. That's why I don't be trying to be a smart butt. Whenever somebody comes negative in my comments, I'll either say, like, every blue moon I may read them they rights, but for the most part I'm like, oh, thanks for the engagement, thank you. Or I may say something like, oh, I think it's too pee-peed in your oatmeal this morning, something like that. I never give more of my energy to it because there's nothing that I can do to muster up the negativity that they've built and called on their life. And then peep this, what I do when I see people being negative and hating on me, what I do is I be like, okay, God, that provision that they just blocked out for hating on me, can you give it to me since they don't want it? And number 7, at first, number 7 is gonna sound a little confusing or a little weird, but stop getting played by the darkness. And this is what I mean by that. In the world we live in today, whenever you say darkness, whenever you think of the color black, you think of something negative, down to the color of my skin. Whenever you think African American, the first thing you think of when you say the word African American is what happened to black people in this country, correct? Whenever you say darkness, or even if it's pitch black in your room, the first thing that you are is fearful. It's because we relate darkness to the devil or to demons or to something negative. Before God spoke out, let there be light and everything like that, his spirit moved in darkness, right? Because most of the time, the darkest places are where the most beautiful things are created. If you think about, just if we go down to a seed, the work, the grind, the hustle, like everything, that all of the grit work, like all of the broken bones, all of the sweat, the blood, the tears, happens in the dark. People don't see that. Aim is the end result, okay? That's end game. They've reached their goal. The goal was to get on the big screen and now you see me. But that took hard work. Most of the beauty, all of the beauty, happens in the darkness. If you think of a seed, like whenever a seed is sprouting out of the ground, like all of the hard work, when that seed, whenever that plant breaks up out of that seed and begins to sprout, you don't see that. You don't see the grit work, all of the water, all of that stuff, all of that, the breaking and the grit and the hard work. You don't see that. That's done in the darkness. And the reason that they trick you and play you on the darkness is because they want to keep you from it. They want to keep you fearful of that place. But this is the thing. You've been praying for something, right? God, I want this. God, I want this provision. I want this for my child. I want this for myself. I want this for my business. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be #1 in my industry, right? I want to reach the top of my industry. I want to be a household name. But this is the thing. You may not necessarily be the type of person that you need to be to hold that thing that you're asking for. And just like somebody that's working out, I love using athletes for an example, because I don't really think people understand what it takes to be an athlete. Like, you have to literally get your mind to a place where it completely ignores all of the physical agony that you put your body through. When you go to the gym and work out, when you want to create this magical, magnificent body, like full of muscle and all of that stuff, what you are doing when you lift weights, you are literally beating the shit out of your muscles. That's what you're doing. You're beating the crap out of your body, and you are in excruciating pain sometimes. But when that pain subsides and it goes down, the muscle and the definition that is built under your skin, baby, is worth everything that you've been through. Baby, it's the same thing in your life. It is the same thing. Like, if you've been praying and asking God for stuff, now you losing friends and different family members are saying certain things to you. You know why? A lot of people that you fool around with can't go where you're going. Where you've asked God to take you, all of the people that you want to take with you cannot go. So yes, there may be people that just fall off and you like, what the hell? Things that don't even make sense may happen. So people who are not supposed to go with you to that next level, they cannot go, and it's okay. Stop being fooled by the darkness. Okay, if you constantly getting into the same situation over and over and over again, in certain situations, change your perception, change the way that you're looking at each situation. And instead of you like, oh my God, like, why me? Why me? What is this supposed to be? Stop doing that, because the thing is, you cry and you throwing stuff and you all sad and stuff, but then when everything is calmed down, you still have to get to this place where you calm and you sit down and you put your big girl panties on, or you put your big boy drawers on, and you figure out what it is that you're going to do. Skip over all of that other stuff. Skip over throwing stuff and breaking things. I'm speaking about what I know, okay? Hello. Like, skip over that part. Just cut straight to it. So no pad out. Go ahead, light up. Pull a drink. I don't know. Something. I don't know. Whatever you gotta do, calm yourself, okay? And sit down, get in a happy place, and then figure out exactly what your next move is going to be. And not only do you need to figure out what your next move is going to be, that's question number one. But question number two is, what am I learning from this? I don't care how bad it is. What am I learning from this? And the thing is, everybody wants to look at everybody else when something happens. If it's something that a baby dad did to you or somebody else did to you, then you automatically like, oh my God, look at what this person did to me. No. You are in control of who you let in your life. I don't care what anybody says. Any bad relationship that you've been in, I can speak for myself. Any bad relationship I've ever been in prior to my husband, or any negative friendship that I had, I knew that I shouldn't have been messing with them when I started messing with them. Okay? So then you make a decision, you look past it, and you still do it. And then when stuff happens, you're like, why me? But if you think back, every situation that you've ever been into, did you know? Or did you ignore it? Did it really catch you off guard? That man, that woman that dogged you, did they come on? Did it come as a shock? Or was there a time, was there one thing they did? One time that they clicked on their phone and like put it wrong, and then they clicked that side button, and you know what I'm talking about, and then they put it in their pocket when they with you. Ooh, what was you saying, babe? Or that job that you took and it was something somebody said that rubbed you the wrong way, but you wanted that job for whatever reason and you ignored it. Okay? All of these different things, that house, that apartment, that car that you bought, that with every time you do something that you're not supposed to do, think about it. You knew that something about it wasn't right, but you did not listen to it. So change the way that you do things. If you want to create something, you have to put yourself in position to receive those things that you want to receive. I want to be a millionaire by the time that I'm 30. So what does a millionaire do? Does a millionaire sit down worried about money? Does a millionaire go in a grocery store and be like, oh my God, that is expensive. Oh my God, how much is that? Is this? Oh my God. A rich person that is a millionaire is most likely in the middle of the day sitting in their backyard on their balcony sipping mimosas. That's what they're doing. So whenever I sat down and I started to evaluate my life and the different things that I was doing, I started to deduct those things that kept me from living in the reality of what I want. You set your intention, you make it plain, and leave it there. Stop. I hope it comes. I hope it comes. I hope this happens. I hope this happens, because you hoping and wishing and I don't know. You are living in the lack of that thing that you want. But if you live your life like you already have it, it has no choice but to come, because you match that vibration. And you have to look at your life for what it is and where you've came from, and then you have to put yourself in position. Look and piece apart those things in your life that you don't want, and those things that don't line up to who you want to be, and extract those things that don't line up and hone in on those things that are perfect. And I can promise you, everything that you want will fall into your lap. When I tell y'all, this house was manifested. Do you understand me? I walked in this house. Me and my husband are the only black people in this entire area. Do you understand me? This is not the type of area that a 30-year-old black person, a black man, and this is not the type of area that a 30-year-old black man and a 28-year-old black woman with 2 kids live in. It's not. But we do. Because I walked in this house, and regardless of what they said or what their demeanor appeared to be, when I walked through this door, I knew that this was my room. When I walked in here, it was bare. And I knew that this was my room, and I set my intention. I made it plain. I went back to the house that we were living in, and I wrote down, this house on the address is mine. And I am so happy that I am now decorating my room. And I had the same emotion that I would have when they told me that the house was mine when I was writing it down. And you know what? 2 weeks later, they called my husband and let him know that this house was mine. Why do you think they want to keep certain things from you? Because if you know who you are, you can create whatever you want. That's why different religions try to keep you in one set circle. Because if you never find out who you are, you'll never get what you want, and they don't got nothing to worry about it. Because trust and believe, the people above you that are running everything, they know all about it. They know all about manifestation and what to do. That's why I'm so passionate about this now. And I have an ebook that I released. And what's funny is, I mean, not funny, but I didn't release the ebook like, ooh, I must be making bank. Yes. It was like, I just want people to understand the power that they have. Mind you, my Manifestation 101 ebook, I released that like 2 months ago. And it completely blew me away because I don't have a video on that ebook. This is the first video that I've ever made even mentioning my Manifestation 101 ebook. And within the first 2 weeks, we had over 20,000 downloads, you guys. 20,000 downloads. And I love you guys so much. And I got some reviews from you guys telling me what you guys thought about it, and I'll leave some of them, you know, scattered around here. And it is so amazing to be able to share the different things that I've learned over the years with you guys, so that way you can skip over some things and I'll give you certain cheat codes. Because if you can now master your thoughts, the company that you keep, and everything else around you, then manifestation will be so easy. If you have not done so already, why don't you go ahead and download my ebook, Manifestation 101. It is only $6, you guys. And I have so many emails from women who are like, oh my gosh, Sten, I've never looked at it like this before. And I'm going to be doing a part 2 of the Manifestation 101 series, but let me go ahead and just release part 1 to my YouTube family. So it's so funny. I'm like, why not do this? So my camera just died on us, but we are all done, you guys. I love you so much. And if this video meant anything to you, if anything that I said resonated with you, then make sure you head over to my website. It's been right here the entire time in this video. Make sure you head over there and you download my ebook on Manifestation 101. And I promise you, you read that ebook and you download all of those pages and you can print them out and stick them somewhere and watch your life turn out to be exactly like you wanted it to be. If you know me, you know that I have been wanting a balcony in my room for like forever, okay? And I made it super duper plain, and it's windy outside, but this is exactly what I wanted, and it is exactly what I have. If you set your intentions and you make it plain, you can manifest anything that you want. I don't care how difficult it may look. I don't care how hard it may sound. I don't care what type of doors are standing in the way. I don't care who's blocking you. If something has your name on it, it has your name on it. And this house had my name on it, and now it is mine. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. If you believe that you are worthy of everything that you can muster up, of everything that you desire, if you believe that you are worthy of it, it is yours. I love you guys so much. And if you're not doing so already, make sure you are following me on Instagram. And bye, girl. Go ahead, manifest 101, okay?
Bye.